Well, you remember that classic line in Star Trek, "Beam me up, Scotty." Well, it just looked so simple back then, beaming people around. When the National Vet e-learning strategy put out a call for projects, we got the Beam Me Out Scotty project up. Pretty simple idea. We're just going to beam industry leaders into regional training spaces and teach commercial cookery, live, remotely. Sounded so simple, but as it turns out, Scotty was a bit more talented than we originally thought. The first job was to test the technology. We set up a virtual excursion activity. In our minds, it was going to be great. In our minds, the internet was going to be fast. But it wasn't. The students said something that was really interesting. They thought the virtual excursion was cool, but they kept forgetting to interact with the teacher. It was just too much like watching telly. That gave us something to work with. Next, we wanted to know what the teachers would make of it all. So this time we went to the Deloraine Trade Training Centre. It's cable to the NBN. We also got to use their whiz-bang new smartboard. The trainers are from a range of backgrounds. They gave us some great suggestions to improve the teaching methodology. Dane is one of Tasmania's coffee gurus. He's mentored some of Tassie's finest baristas. We got him into the prototype rig to see if it was any good.
Technology isn't that good yet that you can actually taste it from here. I can't believe you're actually making me show you that jug, but anyway. And as I actually showed you before, the green coffee, can you let me know that this is actually coming through to you in voice? Always remember that we need to grind coffee fresh every time we make a cup of coffee.
We tracked down 2 kitchens with fast and reliable internet. It was time to get some rock star chefs and employers involved.
If you can hear me right, I'll just introduce myself quickly. My name's Andre Kropp. I'm the executive chef of the Henry Jones Art Hotel in Hobart. I'm also the president of the Tasmanian chapter of the Australian Culinary Federation. And you're actually working it, so you can see almost 3 sides already if you hold it like that. I don't know, can you see that? And we're going to shape it. Just get yourself used to doing that action. And you actually want to scrape the spoon off the other spoon. And by doing that, you'll start seeing where your even sides are.
So is that looking a little bit tighter or harder?
Yeah, you've got 2 sides that are right. Your top side is a bit flat, so yours is actually almost looking 2-sided.
We were amazed by how quickly the apprentices got used to the technology and just got on with learning the skill. And we got the thumbs up from the employers. Now that we knew what definitely worked, it was up to the IT crowd to find one final setup that would tick all the boxes. The students from Huon Valley travelled to St Mary's College in the search for faster internet and one last go with Beam Me Out Scotty. You've got to keep remembering that he can see you, he can hear you, so if he asks you a question, give him a big nod or say something, don't kind of just go. This time I spent more time preparing participants so they'd know what to expect. Michael refined the teaching method and the students really responded. They were so comfortable with the technology and just got on with the job of learning the cookery technique.
When we're making the quenelle shape, I'm not sure I'll try to do this so you can see, you're actually going to be using the spoon, running the spoons along the face of each other. And you're using the spoon that's on the bottom, running it under the bottom of the spoon.
Oh, sorry.
No, drop your hands down. Drop your hands down. Drop your hands down.
Just down here.
That's looking pretty much like you're getting there, isn't it? Okay, good.
And what a great dessert presentation. We all had a fabulous time.
My favourite part was interacting with Michael because he's such a good chef.
I'm just impressed with how we got the message from Michael to here, because even the students working more in the back, they still had a proper idea of what was going on. I was pretty impressed with the quenelles they made. So, yeah, for me it's definitely working.
Fun, interactive. I think it'll have very broad application, not just in cookery but amongst a lot of the vet trades as well. And for me it was interesting to be able to see what the students were doing from their point of view.
It's, I guess, limitless. When you start seeing how free and mobile you are, the definition that's available, and I guess the easy access to the hardware required, I think it's going to be one of the most exciting innovations that we're going to see in being able to bring out people outside the cities into the cities without them actually being here.
This voyage has been a thrilling voyage of discovery, most of which took place at warp speed. So to everybody who was part of the Beam Me Out Scotty project, I have to say, live long and prosper. Andre, you coming to Deloraine?
What? You need me in Deloraine? I'll be right there.